Winston Churchill said, when you're going through hell, keep going. And I think it's fair to say we've all been going through hell. So the question is, has being at home changed things? Hi, I'm Wendy, the Brainy Biscuit at brainybiscuit.com, where I blog about midlife and business and minimalism. So the question is, has being at home changed things? I think we can all agree that the new normal we know nothing about at this point, but it will be a new normal. So, having a crisis, our view of the world will have changed, and I want to chat with you about minimalism and how that can be helpful in a crisis, but particularly about attitude and clarity of focus and how minimalism can help bring that into your life. And it can change your view of the world. So today I want to talk about the tangible, the proactive and very specific aspects of minimalism now our world might have changed. In this particular crisis, most people have been spending much more time at home with family, and it's been a truly wonderful opportunity. It's allowed you to bond and experience things that you might have missed before. So, for example, to experience your child's first steps when you usually would have been at work. What a blessing that would have been. And spending more time with your partner, having date night at home can be more romantic and maybe a bit spicier. Don't know. You get to read all of the books on the list that you've never got round to and you've been meaning to, and you can start a fitness plan, the fitness plan you've always wanted without leaving home. Before the crisis, if you'd asked most people, I think they would have said more time at home would have been right up there on the list. For some it would of course have been stressful and unwelcome, and if that's your situation, I'm truly sorry. That's terrible. And we should remember, these individuals are having a very difficult time. As we drink that extra drink of wine because it's a school night and we can. But being at home has also meant we've had to make practical changes, and we've had chance to make practical changes too. Being confined to your living environment for a very long time has forced us all, or even has forced us all, to use our space much better or much differently than we used to. Certainly where I live in my area, the amount of DIY has been astronomical. The sawing and banging and painting that's been going on with all of my neighbours is just amazing. It's been staggering, both inside and out. As you look over people's yards and into people's back gardens as I walk Puddles the Wonder Dog, you can see how amazing they all look now. So that's given us time to do those kind of projects. So how has your life changed? Do you, for example, congregate around the kitchen table for dinner instead of eating separately or in front of the TV? Maybe that's happened for you guys. Have you cooked all of those fabulous meals that you've always wanted to try? Do you use the exercise bike and the home gym that you've been meaning to get round to because you didn't have time before? Have you gone from a little gentle yoga maybe to preparing to join the SAS? And what about all of those craft ideas? Have you started them? Have you got round to doing all of those things on your list? Well, let me be a little controversial here, people. Shocking, right? Can I suggest if you haven't started them now, you're probably never going to? We all have had much more time on our hands over the last few weeks than ever before, certainly consistently and for a long period of time, and we may never have this opportunity again. And if you haven't started those hobbies and habits and projects in this situation, they're probably never going to happen. I think maybe it's time to be honest and realistic with yourself about a few things, including how you use your space at home, what activities you actually want to indulge in rather than things you think you should do or ought to do. If you've not used things during the last few weeks, I would suggest you're not going to use them. There are things you won't have used in the last few weeks, like your business suit, because you've not been going to work, But all of that other stuff that you've got around that you haven't used, you've got no time for now, declutter these items. Don't hold on to them. If you haven't used them now, you'll never actually use them. Be honest with yourself about what you need and what you want. Two very different things, particularly now you understand much better how you actually live. Remove items that you don't need, donate them or sell them. As you know, I'm not that keen on donating. But yes, get rid of all of the stuff that you don't need. Have a good old declutter. Free up space in your environment for things you actually do need or things you actually do want. Things that are important in your life. In the same way, now we've got more time. It's time to get rid of some of those old ideas of what you'll get round to and live in the moment a lot more. It's been a trying time. We should all try and live now a little bit more. You'll find more joy in the things that you do and the people that you do them with, I'm sure. So I would suggest to hell with the plan to crochet a model of a cathedral and say hello and regular fun to a date night. The way we live has changed forever. Lots of people have had a chance to work from home and thoroughly enjoyed it. And businesses have found that they don't need things that they have had before, like those great big offices. And, they've been able to do things they wouldn't have imagined possible before. Do we need all those corporate offices? Technology, and bless it, because I'm talking to you now via technology, has helped us all in this time of crisis, and it's given us more ways to connect than ever before. And I think some of these will stick with us even if we go back to more traditional means of communication with family and friends. Who'd heard of Zoom before this crisis? Before April 2020, Zoom wasn't on the list. And I suppose, again, think about how you're going to use technology in future. You've probably learned a few new skills over these last few days and few weeks. And what technology is coming now, being developed specifically so that we can social distance or that we can communicate better while we're apart. What will our life look like with technology in the future? What's the new normal there, guys? Let's be honest, focusing on what's really important to us in this particular crisis has been at the fore for lots of us. And, sadly, lots and lots of people have lost their lives, and this will have impacted lots of people. Death brings what's important to the fore. It's a really good opportunity to stock take, I think, what's important to you. Truly sad, truly horrific, but a death can really make you focus on what is important, what you want to achieve, what your priorities are, and what you need to maintain in your life to be truly happy and to be truly fulfilled. I believe that minimalism helps in so many ways in a crisis. By having less stuff, we can focus on and enjoy what's important to us rather than doing all that cleaning and maintaining of all the things that you have. Living in the moment more, I think, is actually something we should do all of the time. And if this crisis has helped you think that, then that's great. You never lie on your deathbed thinking that I wish I'd cleaned more, I wish I'd worked more. So, being more mindful, giving yourself more headspace, more time, because there'll be a next time, guys. So live in the moment now. Minimalism is a mindset. It's about focusing on what's important for you at any time, but especially during a crisis. You naturally want to protect the things and the people that you love and are important to you. The minimalist mindset is being very clear about what those are, who those people are, what those things are. And it helps you prepare for whatever your future looks like. Whatever the new normal is, you can handle it. So those are just my thoughts about this crisis and about minimalism. A little bit of a rant there, I think. So, I want you to live your best life. And if anything I've said today in this little video rings true, then that's absolutely fantastic. So in the meantime, please like the video. I'll put a few comments down there because I'd really like to know your thoughts and feelings on all of this. Follow me on Instagram at the Brainy Biscuit, or head over to brainybiscuit.com because I'd love to see you there. I blog every week about minimalism, decluttering, midlife and starting a business. So live your best life, guys, and all that's left for me to say now is, well, bye now.